I'm a disgruntled Eagles fan, and we're awesome.
Talking about the Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. Green Bay Packers versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Boy, oh boy, what a domination by the Eagles. Not really though. This was such a weird game. This was such a weird game because our offense was this was a complete domination from our offense. Besides of the weird AJ Brown little fumble. I don't even know what's going on with AJ Brown because that's his second fumble in back-to-back games now. Wait, it could be back-to-back. No, it's just back-to-back games. He didn't have one against Washington. But that's concerning. AJ Brown's concerning because he did not play well against he did not play well against the Commanders
Colts
and,
too. Don't worry, you can say it.
and the Colts. It's three straight games where he's looked like shit, but he managed to get a touchdown this game. But complete domination by Jalen Hurts too. He had 157 yards rushing. He had 100, I think 100. I don't know how many yards passing he had. I think it's definitely under 200. But this is the most rushing by a quarterback in Eagles history or since 1948.
And then Vic.
Not even Vic rushed for that much with the Eagles. And
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
But yeah, it's just crazy. And he also had two passing touchdowns. So the Eagles completely controlled this game offensively. And Miles Sanders had 140 yards as well. I think we had a total of 367 yards rushing, which is an insane amount of rushing yards. So offensively, we controlled the game. Defensively, I don't know, man.
Yeah, that's my thing because when I looked at all the headlines, I didn't get to see a lot of the game itself. But when I looked at all the headlines, everyone was like talking as if like the Eagles dominated Green Bay. But then I look at the score, I'm like, it was a one-score game at the end of it.
Yeah.
Like, what? I mean, did it feel like it was really dominating? It felt like it was more of a shootout, which if you go back in the last podcast, I predicted that because I knew.
Yeah.
I knew.
Yeah.
Titus is smart. But yeah, did you really feel like on both sides of the ball, you felt like it was dominating or like overall?
That's why I said originally this was such a weird game because I felt like the Eagles dominated this game and I felt like the defense dominated this game. But
Really?
I don't at the same time. It's such a weird feeling because we were able to pick off Aaron Rodgers twice.
That's true. Did Darius Slay get one?
He did not. I wanted him to get one so much.
Damn, because that one quote, right?
Yeah, that one
that
quote.
was, yeah.
I wanted him to get one so badly. But
He'll
he
have
didn't.
another chance.
But it was weird because the AJ Brown fumble, the one guy returned it almost to the red zone. So Aaron Rodgers only had like two or three good passes for touchdowns, or two passes for like touchdowns, which were insane passes. But I think it was like short fields because I think it's what really screwed us was our special teams, in which our special teams played like shit. Like the Green Bay Packers were basically starting on their 50 most of the drives, started on a short field. Due to that, I don't know. Like our run defense at the end of the second quarter, like our defense ramped up. It was tied 20-20, and then we started to sack Aaron Rodgers, and then we completely stalled them in the third quarter. And then Jordan Love came out, scored a touchdown with Watson. That was like a 70-yard touchdown. I don't know. It was so weird. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It's like it was a fever dream. Like we had really good sparks, but we also played really bad because I think we had like 5 total sacks as well. And like we were stalling Green Bay mostly the entire time, and Green Bay never led in this game. Or wait, no, they led once, but we led for 3 quarters because it was 14-13 Green Bay, but then we came back, and ever since like the beginning of the second quarter, like we led most of the time. Like we had complete control of the game. It was like a shootout, but we like basically had control over the game the entire time. Like we always were leading and stuff, and I don't really know how to describe it.
Man, I wish I got to watch it because I think from what I understand, it was entertaining, at least high scoring.
Yeah, very,
And like
very.
Jordan Love apparently had a really good game too, which
Mhm.
we hadn't really seen that yet. His real moment
Mhm.
because Aaron Rodgers back-to-back MVP seasons. I don't know. Maybe the tides are now finally changing. This is the moment that Aaron Rodgers once had, of course. Brett Favre getting injured and he had his moment to shine. Brett Favre then ending his career in Minnesota of all places. I don't know. Maybe we'll.
Mhm.
Oh god. Maybe we'll see Aaron Rodgers finish his career with the 49ers like he always wanted in the first place.
That would be so weird. I would love
Maybe
that
it
so much.
finally happens.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see.
Yeah,
Maybe Jimmy Garoppolo goes to the Colts. Fuck it. I mean, at this point,
please, I want that to happen so badly. That would be perfection. That makes the most sense, actually.
yeah, it's the most Colts thing at this point.
The last thing that I'll say about this game, in which I'm trying to remember what I was trying. Well, okay, so we were talking about Aaron Rodgers. Okay. Last thing I'll say is that about the Eagles is that these last three games really, really tested the Eagles in a lot of ways. One, how will we come back after a loss? We needed a loss, and how will we bounce back from a loss? And a very much needed loss to kind of humble ourselves. How how will we perform with a comeback? We came back from, I believe, 13 points, 14 points against the Colts. How will we like manage the clock? How will we have a comeback? And three, how will we handle ourselves in a shootout? And I feel like we handled ourselves really well all three games, even though it's been ugly. And the only thing that I would say is the turnovers. Like if we fix the turnovers, I'm not too worried about being in the playoffs because I feel like we showed that we can have a comeback game, and we showed that we can be in a shootout and with any team. Because Green Bay Packers, like you said earlier, very good defense. That's no defense to be undermined by, and it shows that we can.
First time they allowed more than 30 points.
Yeah, first time, and it just
I'm
shows
just
that
gonna keep saying that stat.
yeah, for eternity. But yeah, it just shows that we can like hang with people. And yeah, it just makes me more confident in the playoffs. We just need to clean up those fumbles and turnovers. And once we do that, I feel like I'm really confident about in the playoffs. Whereas 4 weeks ago, I was not so much. But that's all I got to say about the Eagles.
There you have it. Thank you for the insight, Mr. Eagles Master.
We got the game of the week. Philadelphia Eagles versus the Tennessee Titans. I think this is going to be another shootout. And the reason why is because I think the Eagles are going to also get on that Eagles offense is going to get really red hot again. But I just think we're not going to be able to stop Derrick Henry. We're simply not going to be able to stop Derrick Henry. And I'm going to put this as a comment because I genuinely believe that this is going to happen.
2,000 rushing yards?
2,000 rushing yards. He's going to have 250 yards rushing, right? And he's going to have 2 TDs. Okay? We are simply not going to stop Derrick Henry, but we're going to somehow win. We are going to somehow win, okay? And because our run defense is so bad, let alone our tackling. Who can tackle on the Eagles defense? No one. He's just gonna walk over us. Like everyone is last game against the Green Bay Packers, AJ Dillon was literally falling. He was falling for an extra 5 yards while three separate players were on him. There's one play where an Eagles guy tackled him and pushed him forward for an extra 5 yards. Not even joking. He got tackled and gained an extra 5 yards. And that's AJ Dillon. This is Derrick Henry. Like, ain't no way the Eagles are going to stop him. There's no way.
It's over.
It's over. But the Eagles are going to somehow win.
Because on the other side of the ball, Miles Sanders, 300 yards.
Yes.
All right. Well, I have the Eagles because fuck the Titans.
Yeah.
Never in a million years will I pick the Titans. So yeah.